What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to you guys with a quick video. Today we're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors and Demar Derozan. This is a team that we all thought was going to take the next step and contend in the Eastern Conference. They was able to win 50 games, something that Washington has never done. They had two All-Stars, DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, the last couple years. They ended up thinking DeMar Carroll, a guy that can play defense and shoot threes and guard LeBron and players of that caliber at that small forward position, will be the answer. He ended up getting a severe knee injury and never could recover. They had to trade him for a bag of peanuts just to get rid of his contract. Then next thing you know, they had to find somebody that can replace him. They tried to get PJ Tucker. Tucker played 1 year and he wasn't the answer, so they let him go to the Rockets. They never they offered him a contract, I think, but he ended up signing with the Rockets. Obviously, they did the trade for Serge Ibaka also to get a rim protector and a guy that can give LeBron fits at the basket. Didn't really necessarily work. And on top of that, you got to count that Kyle Lowry wasn't healthy for the whole playoff run. He sat out some of those games against the Cavaliers. I don't think it would have mattered. I think they would have lost the series anyway. But you got to think that they probably would never got swept if they had Kyle Lowry. Obviously, this team has underperformed, but they did go to the Eastern Conference Finals. They ended up winning 2 games against the Cavaliers. That's more than what a lot of people expected. That's why we was a little shocked that the team that they have currently, to a lot of people, is the best Raptor team ever assembled in the history of the Raptors, and for them to get destroyed by the Cavaliers last year with PJ in the that can guard LeBron and Serge Ibaka, a rim protector against LeBron, that's athletic and can contest in the paint. And then you still got DeMar and Kyle Lowry with DeMar. You obviously thought that you had a legitimate chance at a championship, but it obviously didn't work. Obviously, Uzziah tried to make a quick little moves to contend, like he felt like they was on the brink of contention. Let me make these 2 moves to put us over the top, and they ended up not doing that. And now they're in a position where they're the #2 team in the Eastern Conference. Again, they have a shot to be the #1 seed or the #2 seed at the end of the season. They on pace to win 50 games again, and it looks like DeMar DeRozan is going to get voted into the All-Star game, and obviously Kyle Lowry is going to get voted in by the coaches because he is putting up an all-star caliber season number-wise, and the team is winning. And plus, if you got a top 3 team in the East, you're going to get multiple all-stars. That's a given usually. And Kyle Lowry, if you had to pick another guy that should be an all-star, it would be Kyle Lowry on the Raptors. Obviously, him and DeMar DeRozan numbers have went down for a team for a more team-friendly offense with more hockey assists, more kickouts, and less isolation. Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan late in the shot clock's hero ball. Obviously, they kicked that out of their system, and they supposed to have this reinvented, re-injected, brand new offense, which they should have had years ago. They probably would have had a better chance at contending if they had that last year, but instead they was able to still beat the Milwaukee Bucks and still get to the second round, but they couldn't get no further than that. Everybody expecting the Raptors to at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. If it's not Boston, it's either the Raptors or the Washington Wizards. Nobody really expecting the Bucks. Nobody really expecting the Miami Heat or the Philadelphia 76ers and teams like that to make a legitimate run in the playoffs. They picture these teams as first and second round exit. Detroit is a team that has and Indiana are teams that's probably good regular season games, but they can push this series to 5 to 6 games. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Victor had a hot game. I wouldn't be surprised, obviously, if Giannis took over a couple games. But it's still a team game, and you have to find ways to win. Because when you're going against good teams that can prepare and game plan, you can't just rely on isolation, hero ball like the Raptors do. And that's why they had to change it, because that style doesn't work in the playoffs. Even though the game does slow down and you do need stars to make plays for the roster, when you're taking tough shots for 48 minutes, plus you got to play defense, plus you got to create offense for the rest of the team, it takes a toll on your body. That's something that a lot of people say about James Harden, and that's why I got to enter now DeMar Derozan. I was listening to Area 21 by Kevin Garnett, and he was saying that, I like DeMar Derozan, but is he a superstar? Can he get this Raptors team over the hump? Can he make them? Is he a Kevin Durant? Is he a Steph Curry? Is he a LeBron James? And the answer is probably no. But DeMar DeRozan has came from a long way. Because you got to remember, when DeMar DeRozan was drafted, he was known as a project. He's athletic. He has the body, but he's an inconsistent scorer. He's streaky, and he has been able to fix that the last couple years, up in his field goal percentage, scoring more points a game. I mean, last year he averaged 27 points, and he was an All NBA player. May not be first or second team, but he still made a team. And a lot of people wouldn't even think that, because he made it over Clay and things like that. And he was a high scoring player on a great team that won a lot of games. So DeMar DeRozan has continually to improve, and this season he's shooting a three ball at 36% from the three. Obviously, he just now started taking threes, but DeMar DeRozan, he even openly admitted that he felt like he had a better chance at scoring without the three. So he never really showed that he can shoot threes, because he never really shot them at all. And this season, he already made as many threes as he did last season, and it's not even halfway through because it's not February yet. So DeMar DeRozan still showing that he can continue to improve. He has become a better defender. He obviously became one of the best offensive players in the league. He has become one of the best playmaking shooting guards besides James Harden at that position. And he's still showing that he can be unguardable and unstoppable in fourth quarters. And he can be clutch, hitting big shots, getting a lot of isolations. And if you switch, he's going to post you up, hit you with a fadeaway, or he's just going to bounce off of you and hit a fall-off jump shot. And the guy is just tough to guard. But those unstoppable moves is like a superstar, a guy that that can get a shot at any time and score at will. That's what you want in a superstar, and that's why Kevin Garnett was feeling that way, that I think DeMar DeRozan is one of those guys that can lead a team to the championship. And another guy like that is Paul George. He helped the team get to the Eastern Conference Finals. He was able to take the Miami Heat to 7 games, and then the next a couple years later to take them to 6 games. And he was able to beat Carmelo Knicks. He was able to beat John Wall, Washington Wizards, to get to the Eastern Conference Finals multiple times. And now people are saying that Paul George is a complimentary player. Paul George is not a superstar. Paul George is not one of the top 10 players in the league. And, I didn't really know what to think about that, because he has technically proven that he can lead a team. He led a team further than John Wall. And John Wall is an All-NBA player too last year. And he never been to the Eastern Conference Finals. Isaiah Thomas just now got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year as the guy. And that's something that Paul George did years before. And even when Paul George did lead the team to the Eastern Conference Finals, he's not the player that he is today. He was still developing. He was still getting better. And he was rising up in big moments in those series. And he was still developing into who he is today. And he's a way better, he's a more efficient scorer and more smarter. And he's a better playmaker and ball handler than he was at those times. But his team had declined talent-wise, and they could never get it going chemistry-wise after Roy Hibbert and David West left. They lost their identity, and they really didn't know where to go. But technically, DeMar DeRozan has led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals once, and he showed that he can potentially be a superstar with unstoppableness that he shows and displays in fourth quarters, and he has averaged over 27 points a game. So I like DeMar DeRozan. I like the Raptors. They got OG Anunoby, a guy that can take that DeMar Carroll role as a 3-and-D guy, a guy that can switch, long, lanky, and he can play within the system. They don't really need him to make plays. They don't really need him to be more than that, because they have Lowry and DeRozan as scorers and playmakers and guys that can hit big shots. But when they get older, they're going to need Anunoby to continue to develop and become a playmaker and a scorer and just a better, more versatile player in general, and a guy that can score the basketball without being open for a three, or they just need him to continue to be able to create for himself and others, because DeMar and them are getting older. Kyle Lowry is already in his 30s. They're going to need guys like Jonas and Serge and OG to continue to develop and continue to be versatile, for they can have a good chance in the years to come to compete against the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Wizards, the Pistons, and the Cavaliers. And if they can continue to develop these guys, build up chemistry, build their confidence, this team is going to be hard to stop, because this team has a lot of talent. And this team is deep bench-wise to me, with Jakob Poeltl and Delon Wright and players like CJ Miles coming off the bench. They can go 8 deep, maybe even 10 deep, depending on how much respect you got for other people on the bench. And that's something that's powerful when you're trying to win a championship. So let me know what you guys think about DeMar DeRozan. Is he a franchise player? Is he almost there? Can he ever reach that level? He did lead a team to the Eastern Conference Finals. He has been an All-NBA player. He averaged over 27 points a game, and he has been a multiple-time All-Star. And he looks like he's going to be starting in this year All-Star game too. So let me know what you guys think. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also, if you're on Twitter, I got my YouTube account pinned to my Twitter, so click that and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also like the video. And also I got my website, analysisplayground.com, in the description of my Twitter. If you're on Facebook, like the Facebook page, like the video to show support. And I got my YouTube account pinned on my Facebook page. Also click that and you'll get to my YouTube account, subscribe and like that. Also check out my website, analysisplayground.com. That will also be in the description of my Facebook page. Click that, become a member on the website, and it's free. Let me know what you guys think. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out, and let me know what you guys think about DeMar DeRozan.